Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WonderCraft. It's been quite a while since I've said that. How are you guys doing today? I'm so sorry that I have not been keeping up with this stuff. Um, basically, for those of you who only watch my Minecraft stuff, just a lot of stuff happened. I got really sick for a bit. Had to go do some stuff, and then it just kind of got in the way of Minecraft, so I never had a chance to sit down and actually record an episode for you. So we've done a lot. I've actually streamed this a lot more than I've done before, so we can talk a little bit about sort of the stuff that we've been doing. I'll cut to like some time lapses and stuff because we've been doing a lot of work. But yeah, it's been a little bit crazy. We've been doing quite a bit, so we can start a little bit with this right here. This is something we actually started building yesterday as of time of recording. And the idea for this is I want to build a train station because I want to build train tracks. I've been working on some sort of some designs for train tracks because I really like trains. I think trains are really cool, and I want to use minecarts in Minecraft, especially with them looking at maybe updating the minecarts. So this was sort of I was gonna start out making a skeleton, just the framework for the building, and then it ended up turning into more and more as we went along. But I'm really liking how this is shaping up. Um, I'm gonna grab this stuff. I'll leave these shulkers here, and I'll grab the bed. But we were working on here yesterday. As you can see, my inventory is an absolute mess. We're working a little bit on this yesterday, and the idea is to make a train station go to different places. So right now, really the only place that I would want to go to on this train station is Pneumonia right now, which is the place with the giant sniffer. Because, Irontown doesn't really need a train to get to it. Pip Scythe doesn't really need a train to get to it, so I want to make a train track that connects the world. So right now, it's going to start going that direction. It's going to go, I think, northeast to Pneumonia, which I always thought Pneumonia was west, but it's not. It's northeast. And we're going to try and make a train station or a train track over there. But I'll talk a little bit about what we've been working on in the world because we've been doing a lot, and I don't actually know what I've talked about and what I haven't talked about. I think first things first for me is I'm gonna go look and see if I can grab another shulker so I can drop off all this stuff here. And while I do that, I will show you guys a little clip for or the time lapse because we've been working on the underground roguelike game as well, the dungeons and the trial chambers. I don't know when we're going to get that finished, but we're still not done the first one, and I wanted to move on to some other things just to have a little bit more variety of things to do, and so I started working on some other old projects and the train station, so that might get put on the back burner for a little bit. We don't really complete projects here. We just think of cool ideas and start building them halfway through. So see you guys when I'll talk to you guys a little bit more when you get back. Boop. And we're back. How's it going? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that, because that's sort of all the trial chamber stuff I want to really talk about this episode of WonderCraft. Because we've been working on a lot of different new projects, old projects, and a lot of just different stuff in general. So, something I would like to talk about is this fun little storage system. So, upstairs in our main house, we have a storage system, but it honestly takes forever to try and figure out where to put things because we have so many chests for the building block chest. And so that chest, I can't build them any higher. I have so many chests stacked on top of each other, and it's already a hassle to even just go through all of them. So it's at the max capacity. And I thought maybe whenever we get a chest at the max capacity, we should make an overflow storage area. So what I made was this room on one of the streams. This is our storage area. It's basically supposed to look like a storage unit area for all of our stuff. We built this on stream. I'm pretty sure most of the VODs are on this channel. I stream Minecraft usually on this channel, but sometimes I stream it on Twitch, and so those VODs are on the VOD channel, though I haven't been publishing a lot of them. I've been keeping them private just because I'm lazy. I'll have to get those out soon, though. But this is... So, right now, we have this chest, which is just the building blocks chest. And it's filled with overflow building blocks. Things like stone, things that I would build with. And obviously not all of these are filled, but this is hopefully enough storage to last us for a while if we ever get that many blocks in. And we have a storage unit for each thing in case for somehow, some way, over time, like the potions chest gets full, the saddle chests get full, the miscellaneous chests get full, redstone chest gets full. Like something, if something gets full, we're going to fill it up here. And this is something we worked on. I'm really, really happy with this. I really like, this is my favorite part, is just the lights turning on and off. I don't know. It just reminds me of like actual storage units when you like walk into a building and they have like the sensor lights. I like the little things, and it got me to actually try and make some Minecrafty like redstone-y ideas that I've never done before, you know? Things that I haven't really done and practiced with. So it allows me to, you know, learn a little bit more. Now, for the old projects, this is about 5 years old. This is older than WonderCraft, the series itself. I started building this like the first year in my hardcore world. It was going to be a hotel with hot springs and stuff like that, and I just never ever finished it. A zombie broke this door and came in and broke all the doors inside, basically. And Endermen have been littering grass blocks for decades here. So I decided, you know what, it's time to actually start working on this stuff again. So this is what I've been working on. It's honestly really boring. It's a really boring build. I don't even know if I'm gonna go all the way. My farming quartz is really boring, and it's just big and long, and it's just something I do when I'm not talking to people or stuff. We spent like 2 hours last stream doing this. I finally made a beacon over here just so I could mine a little bit faster. So the idea is, we have one side with the black stone, the other side with the quartz, and we're gonna have, it's sort of like yin and yang. The white side goes across this way, the black side goes across this way. And past me just did not really understand how this was gonna work, because in a perfect world this would be a wall that protect the village. And as you can see, the wall doesn't really go around well enough. So we kind of are going through things, and we end up going through the mountains, which makes building it a little bit easier because we don't have to do the roof. But it sort of also is really annoying. So I'm just going to go with it as we do it and deal with it. And maybe we will finish it, but maybe we won't. But I worked on that for quite a while recently. And then something else we did on stream. This is sort of just an update episode, I think. I don't know if we're actually going to be doing too much. We've also obviously been working on the pixel art project slowly but surely. And then and then something else we've been working on. This is also an older project that you guys would be familiar with. I don't know why Iron Golems spawn here. I'm uncertain if they're coming through Irontown's portal or somewhere else, or because I used to have a platform there, so I thought that maybe they were spawning on the platform, but it seems like there's more, and I don't think they're supposed to be able to spawn on bedrock or glass, so there shouldn't be anywhere. I guess they could spawn on top of no. No, I don't think they could spawn anywhere here, because this is redstone, and then this is all glass. So they shouldn't be able to spawn anywhere, as far as I'm aware. So, I don't really know where all these iron golems are coming from. I cleared out most of them. These could just be leftovers. I'm not quite sure. But, I'll probably try to clear them out again. But this is also something we were working on before. This was in Pneumonia. And see, we have a nice way to get to Pneumonia just by going, you know, this way and then getting on the ice boat and going real fast. But I want to have a, like, railway system, because I like trains. Like, legitimately, I love trains. I think trains are so fun. So I want to be able to have that in Minecraft. I want to build a cool railway. And the plan for the railway is to make it, like, all one direction that goes around in, like, a loop. And I've looked at a bunch of different YouTube channels and stuff. Some of them are like have really cool stuff on them, and I'll definitely talk about them more when I go in depth on the train tracks and stuff. But one of the cool ideas was, say you want to go in a specific direction, right? Like say we have 3 stations, right? Our main house is station 1, this is station 2, and then we have station 3 somewhere else. And there's a crossroads to station 2 and 3 from 1, right? So you're trying to go. So you gotta go you're going from the bed, right? But there's a crossroads here. So it's like, how do we choose which direction they go, right? Because the way carts work is tracks work. They just turn, right, one direction, and then you can switch them, but you have to give them redstone to switch which direction. So a cool thing that I saw was someone took a chest minecart, and you could put a ticket inside of it, like a piece of paper that says, you know, station 3. And so you'll put a item filter down here, so the chest will go first. If it's station 3 right in here, it will take the station 3, boop, flick a redstone, turn the signal, so you and the cart will turn, and then it will reset back. But if it's not station 3 and you want to go to station 2, it will just keep the station 2 direction. And I thought that was really cool, so that will be a really cool way to choose directions. It only really works like back and forth or 2 ways. If you want to do like a direction like this way, this way, this way, or this way, like multiple directions, like a 4-way stop, you need to kind of do a roundabout where you go around in a circle. So you'll come here and then like go around and it'll be like, oh, switch to this direction, or you'll like move around and go, oh, switch to this direction, you know, or move around this way and go that direction. I'm terrible at explaining it, but that's kind of the idea. So, something that we worked on stream as well, going to a older project, was we worked in the Sniffer Castle, the area up here. I'm still kind of iffy on what I want to do with this. I wanted to give that a stem, but I think the blue maybe is too bright. I might have to do like blue terracotta, like a bluer looking terracotta, because I know blue terracotta is sort of gray. But this is something that we worked on and I'm really, really happy with. It's a little bit cramped and can be a little bit weird, but this is the cafe at Benoit's Bottles. We worked on this on stream, and it's got a very nice Neapolitan kind of style to it. I'm a big fan of it. I didn't really know what I was going to do when I started it, but I like how it looks now, because we're going to have a cafe down here, so you can come into the shop, buy potions and stuff, and then also come in for the cafe. And then upstairs was going to be a laboratory. This is going to be a library up here. Library, and then that's a bedroom at the top, and then we'll figure out what we do with the roof. We'll see when I get to that, but that will probably not be for a while. And I'm pretty sure that's all I did here. There's Kame House again, of course. Oh yeah, actually, I did do something on Kame House. As you may notice, it's a little bit lit up. I added some torches around with moss carpet to hide it, so it illuminates Kame House without having it covered in torches. Inside's about the exact same. And then trying to think of what else we did. I think that's basically it, other than, you know, doing just the generic stuff that we always do. I'm trying to get some things. I need to make like a to-do list and know exactly what's left, because we've started a lot of projects, but we've really not finished them, which is my favorite way to play Minecraft personally. As annoying as it might be as a viewer to see like, oh, this is such a cool idea, I can't wait to see it finished, and then I never finish it. I really like being able to have like 50 projects at once and then come back to them later, because sometimes I'll start something and I'll have an idea and I will start working on it, but then halfway through I'll start working on another project, and it gets sort of like it gets lost, the idea in my head, and I'll come back like 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, and think, oh, you know what would actually be a cool idea? This, and this kind of thing. So I think that that's sort of what I like to do, where sometimes I'll look at a project and I'll see like this, for instance. You know, maybe I'll look at it and go, you know what, actually would be really cool if we did this, you know, or that. An astute eye will also notice that I changed the 3 to a 5 on the cake, because we missed our last 2-year anniversaries for the world. So yeah, I just changed it to a 5. I might end up moving that cake somewhere else and like making a giant cake and adding a layer every year, but I don't know. Those are some ideas. We should like move ideas to a place where it's like, this is the no-go zone where we just don't have anything. I haven't even checked. It's day 5,302, so this is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000. Okay, so this is 0 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000, 3,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 5,000. Okay, so we don't need to make another totem yet, which is good, because I have no idea. This one I still hate, because it's so lazy, but I just couldn't think of an idea for the storage system at the... what is it called? The pixel art area. And then this area is also one of those places that I just started. I had so much inspiration when I started, and then I just gave up so quickly. I think this could be a fun thing to maybe we add something every Christmas to it. You know, come back for a Christmas episode. I think it would be fun. Yeah, so I really don't know what to do. This was my plan, really, for this video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update, tell you guys how it's going, and we can do some more WonderCrafty episodes later. If you guys really like Minecraft and really like WonderCraft, I've been streaming a lot on Mondays on this channel, on this very channel, and if you can't catch it live, the VODs are always there, and it's just me building stuff. You know, it's not going to be super entertaining, other than the conversations we get up to. So if you want to contribute to the conversations, I'd absolutely adore having you. But other than that, I'm not doing anything too crazy. I think, you know what, I'll talk a little bit about the, train stuff before we end off. How about that? Just for you guys. Because I feel like part of me is like, oh, I shouldn't talk about it because I've already talked about it so much. But, I haven't talked about it on video, right? So this is the quick creative world that I use to workshop ideas and things and plan out builds. And so I want to look up to make sure I know their names. So the idea with the minecart auto filter switching the tracks, right? So this is what I was talking about before. So the idea is we have a chest minecart that goes ahead of us. I haven't set this up properly, but it goes over a hopper. The hopper collects the ticket, if it is the correct ticket. It's an item filter, right? So it only collects the items that works for it, right? So that, like, it's locked. It's a hopper that's locked until it gets an item that it actually needs, and then it will collect it. And then it goes this way, you know, if it doesn't collect anything, it goes this way, but then if it does collect something, it will flick a redstone switch and swap the direction there. So that's that's the idea there. And that's from Hilm, Hilm, capital CC, Hilm CC on YouTube. That's where I got the idea from. I saw it in my recommendeds, and I picked it up. And then now, another YouTuber called Railway Janny, Railway the word Railway space Janni, Railway Janny. They actually do a lot of really cool train stuff in Minecraft, in vanilla Minecraft, and it's super cool. And this is what I got from them. This isn't fully functioning right now because I haven't worked out the exact circuitry and stuff for it. But the concept for this, right, is a railroad crossing. So this is the bones of the railway crossing. And it's a really poorly devised thing. I just wanted to work on practicing the redstone and workshopping it. But basically the idea is this would be all covered, right? And you'd be on a rail going through. And so what happens when a train comes by a railway, right? Or a crossing, right? It blocks people from crossing, and it plays a siren so people know, hey, train's coming through. So what this would be is we would have a track here and some sort of detector rail to flick this switch on, right? So we'd go past and it would flick the switch. So we would start going past and it would do this. Ready? So, okay. Excuse me, sir. It would flick this switch on, and it would play this railroad crossing thing. It would blink lights. And then this, I haven't set it up properly, but we would have, can I actually, so if I do, what if I, the Merlin text, the Merlin, naming a chicken Merlin doesn't make it a Merlin chicken anymore for some reason. It's been glitched for a couple of the updates. I haven't figured out how to fix it. But say, okay, we would need a repeater. So that's the idea, is it would have a piston push this up so that it would block people from walking in, and we would have a thing here where you couldn't pass. And then the train would go past this part, right? And then we would have another detector rail somewhere around here that would come back and flick this off again. I guess I don't need a lever. It would make more sense to use a button for this, if I knew I spelled button, to represent this. So we go past, it pulses, bing, 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 bing. We reach the ending where it's a safe distance for people to be able to cross, bop. And so the only thing that I'm going to have to work out for that specifically is working out the chest minecart. Because if we have a chest minecart going ahead, it's going to activate the detector rail first. So we'll have to have, maybe we could even put, I guess we wouldn't want to put a delay on, but we'd want to put, we would have this run for a little bit longer. When it gets to the end, you'll put like maybe a little bit of a delay for the redstone repeater, and then have it shut off, you know, as we get past. Or it might be fine to just leave it how it is, but it depends how far the minecart with the chest is going to be, which it shouldn't be that far. And then this is the idea for the train tracks I designed myself. It's not really that creative, but I don't know if I'm going to use Blackstone, just because we're going to use Blackstone for the... actually, maybe we want to use Deep Slate. Deep Slate actually might be better, and a lot more... Ooh, yeah, you know what, Deep Slate. Because I was going to... I thought, you know, maybe Blackstone, but... Or we could do... Let me know in the comments below your opinion. We could do Smooth Stone. Smooth stone might look a little bit more iron-like, you know, like the metal part of the rails. We could also try to do copper, but that might be a little bit much. What do you guys think? I think I probably like the deep slate a little bit more. Let's look at slabs. Deep slate. We could do the cobbled deep slate as well. We could do polished tough, but we're already using tough for the other stuff. Maybe we do... I think probably the polished is probably the best. I like the polished, I think, the most. But let me know what you guys think. I absolutely adore hearing your guys' ideas. I love hearing people's opinions on how my builds could be better, because I'm not some sort of master builder, and, you know, I may not take your advice, you know, you never know if I will or not, but I may take your advice for something later down the line. I maybe use that for something else. But this is kind of the stuff I've been working on. This is my new favorite thing to think about. So we'll see where it goes, how it goes, but this is sort of the new thing that I want to work on. And this one sort of has a very achievable goal. It's gonna take a long time to do it because we're going about like a couple thousand blocks to pneumonia. But I feel like this has a very achievable goal in the sense that it's just to one station right now, and then we can move on to something else. Where with the something like the roguelike, we have to build a bunch of individual dungeons, then set up a system, then build an area around the dungeons for you to get into the dungeon, and all this stuff. And I have all these grand ideas, but it's going to take a while. So I think we're going to just work on it slowly, and we're going to start working on this as well. And I hope you guys find this a little bit interesting. If you guys don't, I'm sorry. But yeah, also something that I didn't know, and maybe you didn't know, and I actually want to test this out. So if I put, say if I put this here, this here. Okay, that's pretty all right. So something I did not know is if you have a powered rail and the minecart's moving, if you have just one unpowered rail, it will stop the momentum of the track, which is really nice. So it helps me figure out or make a way to stop the track. Kind of cool. But I think oh my god, excuse me. Don't forget to drink water today. I think for that, I'm going to end off today's episode of WonderCraft, and I'll try to edit this up for you guys in a reasonable manner, and hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Matane. Bye-bye.